Junior with the photo at the MP when you couldn't agitafuina.
Ye the Nibetimu, Bunsu, a prayer mantem, 9 was 4 or more coaching crophobia as a galam say, pa or moody or must so mufidi in a copy mu ewan crime. And some way, and I will for Binum and every other say, the Abram Circus, Buena Trazica say, Ebay, a me kwame ofori abwaje elder 0 millimeter. Berma ba nana ya yeboa. Afi yemfa bere kase no yentie emu ensem.
Sikka FM track wine yen ye kro 89.5 Sikka FM. Sikka FM track wine yen ye kro 89.5 Sikka FM.
Yes, smart santimai. Sikka FM 89.5. Yes, smart santimai.
Yes, smart santimai. I'm a bit so a command gun and difference in FM Seminole. And I said the man will say, "Esi etia and that day said the American about Amaniano, Public Accounts Committee. Our my message of few, maybe the choir power more. And Pempi in Maku, I would do a woman, so a moon and penny for a share. Now do a sermon, some more contact the Chagana friends. I would your queen, and I almost some to me, a massa, and Macuna so to me. Abu akuntan so de atenti free afie twam no na bra aban yo man panye dem na ban eba ye no timu se public accounts committee no man hye mpanifa hodo ekokotena ye dwana no ansa de ko no anim na wo mabuse bi nsem ba ko na nwina de so ka fa ho bia so wo mo aka de afa ho na ena anopai de Bank of Ghana ene kotena abe ko no animu ya mabuse bi nsem hodo bebebe ene je se wo mo de kwa kotu dwa wo ba ko na ewo mu a mpanifo ebusa Bank of Ghana governor no Yewra Johnson esiama eho asem no ene se aban ni makwa wodo bebebe na sa ban madia wodo bebebe ena ekoso ewo man emu titire na bandada na otwam no wo hyenwadia wodo bi aseya na ekoso bi se palugu multipurpose dam project eno no ada sika no obanya na ada discussion ase na Bank of Ghana samuja kutem pa ntine yede no mase ekose na ehonsam so esitie ema Yewra Johnson esiama so ebomoten na oye na se de osi eyi asem na busia yenkwe na yenkonko TV.
Governor, to continue, Palugu as an example, monies were paid, nothing was done over there, and there was confusion about who was supposed to have gone to check whether work was done or not. In that case, where do we put the responsibility?
Madam Chair, I believe that borders on issues about value for money. That doesn't sit with us. As I explained, we go by the documentation. We are a banker for government. And so Controller, Ministry of Finance, those agencies will be able to explain who does the value for money checks. What we do is to go by the underlying documentation, that dictates how the account is operated.
With all due respect, cost of value for money doesn't come in at all. Monies were paid to a contractor, but no work was done. So controller must have sent the documentation to Bank of Ghana for you to pay. So in that case, it's controller that we have to go to. Is that the case? Because nothing was done over there.
Controller and any other agency will be able to speak to that, not us.
That is why from the beginning I gave you the opportunity to establish what Bank of Ghana does, and then it ends there, so that the people of Ghana know that it is the mandate of Bank of Ghana to pay based on instructions received. It is that of the ministry sending the instructions to controller to also make sure that the projects for which they are paying for, the monies that are being dished out to the contractor is commensurate with the work that the contractor has done. So I just wanted us to clarify this once and for all, because last year it was something else on Public Accounts Committee. I was sitting exactly where you were.
Well, Madam Chair, if this was a loan from Bank of Ghana, certainly we will take over that oversight role. This was a government of Ghana project. We cannot speak on that.
Abushani ati Yewra Johnson sema na motene nkana say ebusa no na jeso no aka say odino say we di enka chese ka mo de fama akachi o we de enka controller general accountant and accountant general mo na say nkaja wo mo ehwe na mo kasa sem we say na fi finance ministry na we ya Mode baba to me prince we die na no na nsempanifo so be mo kyerese Davida e wo se otimi e kan wasam esan se sika no ya ye de ekobo ho ebra no ebinum so efriwa wotie so otimi e kan wasam no sensa na tie dia ene ye so ye oversight responsibility no ye be se ye betumi e de aye adwuma na no achi and but the first ebusa no good for oil policy won sensem ya and afisi good reserves no so ho ensem say pa na tibia etitie ma Dr. Johnson Sema say ya no sere so yentie no.
Yes, so the goal for oil or the G4O since May of last year we had to shut that down. An external audit is underway currently and that entire program is being audited. When the audit is complete, we are happy to share audit findings with you. Then the G4R as well. There's an external audit that the Bank of Ghana board has authorized. The goal for reserves, that is the G4R. There also there's an external audit that's been authorized by the Bank of Ghana board, both from when it started until the end of 2024, thereabout. And then also how it operated during 2025. So these audit reports, when ready, we are happy to discuss with your committee. But I must say that these are programs that have, or more or less were introduced for to address specific national challenges. And we believe that going forward, what we have to do is to reform them, to reduce the cost further, to treat them as quasi-fiscal interventions, and that should support our reserves build-up going forward. Thank you.
Governor, so based on this question, I just want to find out what is the BOG's reserve asset position now as we speak, based on the various interventions that have come into play in the course of the year. Can you share with us? In 2024, per the report, it says the asset position was $8.6 billion. So if you can share with us that.
Very well. Again, with your permission, I want to ask Na, who works on this directly, to provide the data.
Yes, so thank you very much again, Madam Chair. So with regards to the reserves, as at December 2025, end December 25, our reserves position stood at $13.829 billion. Thank you very much.
Enti we public accounts committee na busia moti se na nkomodie no ekoso ewo no Dr. Johnson Esiama ya wono Bank of Ghana governor no na moti se na woni public accounts committee mpedifo so edi enkomo no
yanto akasiaba ne so ene amfie ni nkyeremu Ghana mampanyin John Dramani Ejako abebio ase ye de atudwa se Ghana hapa de dedo ne de senyame amemu enye yio omanyi die ono nkoa ne nim die na pamfo nkoa nim die ene ya dwene nkoa entimi emu oman ne gise dane da nyina yakoto sere twedi apokwa me basayi adom se ono ankasa entu nsuo engu oman ne so no oman ne enyini from odi sansem yi atudwa wa bra obepie mu wo ye unity thanksgiving service oye no kuma se ya na nam sini onumonyamfo Elvis Afriye anka obegina mu ma Ghana mampanyin edi tudwa se oman ne de gise nyame bam se oman ni nyame amem ni ankoto ansire nyame Ghana mampanyi beye do betimi aye bia esansa ohwe aman foforo a etwa Ghana ho ahia dane da nyina akon enesie dane da nyina ekom tokwa kyese eniema ACC ni eniema kese ehu a edi oye ne brichie enebo aman ahodo na sa we nyina ewo ho na se Ghana de dane da nyina yete asumdwem yedidi enom yeda yesa yesore gi ani dia na ye nyame na ye ntibreso se ye de asida nyame a moma yenhwe na ye mfa asida basapa emfa nyame no nti kra na Ghana mampanyi ahihye bibi efe no National Thanksgiving Day chese dane da nyina afiano enhyiamu ya no muhyiamu a no mabompae afre nyame se omro na omen adoye no man ye hia no de adro ni de onyuntubiri bi nyon wose de adro de gise nyame bem okoso ade abasobode pa ebo Dr. Kwame Cheise wa yade se watimi ahihye dwumade soronko kra ama ye de asida nyame yenko ni nkotu no nyamfo afriye ankra.
Well, I brought greetings from His Excellency the President to Dr. Kwame Cheise and the rest of the team commending them for the good work that they have been doing for the past 18 years, and recognizing that whatever our human efforts are, if we don't have the help of God, it will be in vain. And so essentially we're saying that whatever we do, we must remember that there is a God that we answer to. There is a God who is the source of all knowledge and all power, and therefore when we acknowledge him and when we thank him for what he has done for us, he strengthens us, he empowers us, and he takes us to the next level. And so this Thanksgiving, even us as a country, we visited the National Day of Thanksgiving, and just a couple of days ago we had a Thanksgiving for the 1-year anniversary. It is good that people like Dr. Kase3 are also having Thanksgiving so that we acknowledge what God has done for us, so that God will continue to prosper us. Ghana is a unique country. You look at the entire sub-region, you see that there's turmoil everywhere. It's not because we are some extraordinary people. It's just by the grace of God and the prayers of the saints and the leadership that is keeping this country in peace. So we have to continue to thank God and praise him for that, so that he continue to preserve us, so that the country will continue to prosper.
Now you see and I see you Oda Unity Group of Company and Dr. Kase3 and so at the footisem Emma Ghana for say who here say some nyame.
Because so to Kobia remove so yamino, Koni different. But say Budi Yamiso at Sukronasia, to be beauty, a cost of money. My 18 years I share passes what is the number of the chance? I need to now go out to the moment to get
And I see you Oda Unity Group of Company and Dr. Kase3.
Abuja ntwaso na afi yanko yanimo na afi yakwa bipem no emu na kane Ghana's ambassador to India na se omana msino kodina omanpanyi anemu India ememo omanpanyi ku for the pension winyamfo Michael junior wanna say wadi afuto kase pa wadi ama MP penekwaji se nyina se omomo de na afi omunya se sabe amobo abomakwakoto abayo panyi obabedi omanima kwa promanpanyi egwamfimpino ene aduonu enwotwe abade ne makwakoto no kamia kwese campaigns ahodo ampanimfo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne de Kennedy so ne de Teritum Dr. Brian so ne de Kwamina de Japan bia nenso adeba akwa wo mu onu fi se wa ekoso enya ne samanfo de twam na ntindu duwe eso na wodi ya tem we so na wodi ya tem ekobasanya de se betumi abo akra ne senti no wamu nyina no wamu enhwese na wamu enkanu se enkunimdie eda womanim na afeso nkabo se da womanim na se nkunimdie betumi abade so nyina kom ebom di se asomasi no benten ekun no nyina wamne ko ba kun be dai wamu atumi enya nkabo mu ede akwakwakohwe se nkunimdie mo hwe no nti to aba no ewie a ede se mbekom nyina wamu nyama kom ho abum so bete kom abum die mpempe so wamu enhwese atenie na woya di oya no wamu betumi agya na nam saye so ama nkunimdie so atumi aba Dr. Nase Ura Mike Okwene wonen centrofo akasa na yenti no
mpese ye nyina ye tibidi ase politics enye ntokwa me mako prime minister me lusu ye me juma to say ana even more than the bakwana me lusu to no e ma ni wini ye election ya ko ye se pe Dr. Bawumia e bi no so amo penyo aka obia obe wini no ye nyina ye betanichi enti se me Dr. Bawumia wini na opini edutu wini a mechanici ni say tebe ansana obe pray ade we kra oyobi o madam oyobi a me pe school placement ama constituency over 100 or buying eyemai and then say we say Ufu also be for a MP, and obi for a flag bearer, and obi for a party chairman here. Now I can't want somebody. Honey, obi to say Kennedy Dupont. I am a down for me, my only see a codani see, and in a swimming pool with Onokrane, I have bon como or your madam. Obi to say Brian Champo, men a corporate sec, none in the senior officer. Obi to say Kwame Dupont. We have been family friends from time because my mommy's first cousin, who answered one of the 3 judges equal. I didn't see a dimu yes, we need beer individual. You be in Toka. Nanso, Obia say there's only one person you can vote for. Everybody has a choice. Anti-campaign, Mauni, Pasha, Domicobina, the me pewi, chairman no pewi, first vice pewi, second vice pewi, sanity. In Naya boom, I think constituency. It is other party chairman, no more, Omunama, who didn't confront them, Etikan, Open say, Omutu, we a politics. Yes, he has been for in the party. I am here chair aging. Sabi, Yan Kase, your constituency, Nina, Abidiji. After all, with more influence, but in Kase, they could use that influence against the other candidates. No, because we need that. Last time in Domicobina, Ken won. And so maybe by maybe about I got over 70%. So we don't do that kind of politics in the way that will help, will not help this constituency.
Enti owura Michael Kwe Junior abusia mo tene nka future kese no de amma MPP mikuna de titiri wona wo campus ahodo no ya sabe mu twama ne wo mo no chese nya de se ebetumi abom ne okuna kunya se nyina mo babia ne ntomo nya hwiye pa sebe nka bo musu betumi no wiye no onse na anu na otwetwa mu no yenya defeated parliamentary candidates 2024 elections na mo people mikunu mu bi eba be dikram support edema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na eno nso centrofo wisa no wase no se ameka ho bi na boni bi ani hu se banisa eno nse no ka yentie no
we dey automatic ben so na say politics cost no enko bi nti ne mediase enti no edru baby ana edimba for the personal ana edimu buofu no you know you kroma and I mean who say they say former MCs I endorse one candidate another one and they say former we can you form umra na omumbeto abanibi na ye delegates the be so that all present and former office holders can also come and express their vote and express their opinion. I'm a former national executive, I a former PC. And you're back together say, if you, this group, because you are someone former PCs who support other candidates, say Dr. Bawumia Ba, a Nobel Bois party, no, because of ABCD. Yamu bidding, Yendi Biatem. Ubia the country and say, and I would lose to seat that Tino Untumin Kata. Ukata our party no ma. Not just say, one for any ama party no answer family pano. Intimate some media, the air party say, Dr. Bawumia, they say to me is the best. Feel that Dr. Bawumia, I will say you repeating because history has shown us say you repeating Kufuano a boy, and this repeating at a mill a boy, you repeating Nana Kufuado. A boy, Gamani Mahama, a boy, MPP, you pity Dr. Bawumia, a boy. Two, I didn't do you see, and you now do one better. Sabi, meaning, Nanosma, who now go down. Maybe MPP ni Kujina Drum and Cafe, na candidate way there, the whole assembly, na candidate way there, on to me, we, and Yanasa.
Owura Mike Okwe Junior and abusia motene nka no wono Kane Ghana's ambassador to India na tampanya ku for the person no so je futu kese so de ma MPP mekuo na de se nyina so na hwe atenie no wo munya na de se betumi aboa
Yantwa Premtebra Kase abane so ne afia ni kiremu ewo bunsu nkwanta ewo epuye manteme ho ena National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat ayekwaniti awaka ni se Naimus omo awoso omo ho akire se omo atia gunwa omo ne Blue Gutter guys for no ebo adwuma gidigidi omo epiemu ewo bunsu na omo ache awura no be se du akire se omo de galamse no omudia ni se omugina nsuo ma chese omudi ni dese eno ena Naimus foi edenet kakran sa akotabri ewuranum enum a chese mfidie ni excavator be se ensia omudi djuma ne de omudi ni nyina akopiemu enkrai pumpuni mantem a chese ewuranum num a omo edu a omo aka ebi politicians chese almost chiremu politicians mpanyimfo be se mienu a chese omu nyina taya chira chese odo omu din aba chese omu edo omu eko akogina emra no a chese di ayensa kan Emmanuel Krobo ono oka hu bi sanso na Mensa Goza ono nso eka hu bi Alhaji Faruko ono so huna na ohunu nso no sanso na na opon na Tere Kwasi Kwame Kumi enso eka eranum ensia chese omudin ababonten na omamaka ne de omudin no chese yensa anka ne no na nsentwerofo ehia wachiman eja security e honum no obusa ne se papa nsemi se na koso yenya ne tie se ya ba betabiri madwuma efo no de omu akopie mu wonka chese excavator be se ensia enso eka yenko ne nkotie se ne wachiman no osi echire mu efae
America krebi ya wahana microphobia edi excavator se bae ti as security no ya confront yom amamutre se omni yima one yima bi and ye adwuma ni omobodi yima ni Mensa Goza and some other names no mutre se omoba be ye adwuma wahana ti ya confront yom se no ahaye ubi concession ya hweso nti yempene omutre se omni mpenifo ne nam from TB Far Eastern region na omni mpenifo ne nam nti omombe ye adwuma no ti ye ni omunya confrontation kakra until say omosande amifo ba hanum so omega de na omonye adwuma nti from workers no na motre say omomuni mpenifo ne nam me sede ni momobat mobo one yima omobo Mensa Goza omobo Tera esikumi osu omobo di me sede ni momo but soldier for ne ba ni ntina yentimi eni omon preso nti yeja omuma omo di omo ye na yeso ye frɛ ye mpenifo ebo omo amane ebi boys ni bi kura ka se omo honorable fusampo for eta omo ati nti ye yetimi ye hwe nti ebi na mbugo ye ne so de ahwe security de mintimi ni sankrofone nye we nti na wo se ye give out because subsequently na as assemblyman ne kura eka omo nti na ya powerless ebi kura kan ya ka se omo regional minister kura nim se omo wo hanum ti na se de omo kikan de na wo se ya powerless nti wo se ye jaina mpenifo ebom ye gusu wa na omo san bae with penibia no di omo nim se ye frɛ no Terra Sikumi and omo be right inside any surveyor ana omo ye demarcation na soldiers spawning so guard omo ye imagine say me video kura but omo allow me and me forget here na me complaining my mpenifo ti de ekoso ha no asasine de ase omo aye demarcation kura cheche deda ema omo ebe start here no na naimus ebe fa omo niema ne ko ye no mfidie 6
excavator machines
excavator 6 nani nansa na naimus ni by but omo na ye adwuma de no omo abaha almost 3 days to 4 days ansana naimus for no eba
ebusia bra Facebook na be hwe o send yankofo asi afunya monsase no enana ipeni o ena omofunya monsase ni se na sankomu di boso media na kakumase ya nyina nkom beduru ha omo ya monsase no fojen ahunu nsuo na ma we de Ghana mampanyin se ayese cafe we de da bi o ateche pa ena eja security amana nso okoso a e de adesrede eto Ghana mampanyin eja be bi o dondamani ma amanim se ono so omo ana nine mosifo no hwe omu ye sanse obi bo wura ba bia oseme ye nine mos ene de say dodo na chire mu omo ye nine mos nenso omo na machire edigala essay asase eni ensue
said it no said me can me security and before I ever go beside no you make sure say ukra documents and sana you be kasi ye bo ban but say security for your bo ban na say soldiers for bia bi omo unauthorized ebitimi aba na omo abeha yan embo anti so mampani betuni nesi form was ade ne ho say obi antimi mfa ne pe nkofa soldier for bi mba site say omo mebo ne ho ban na onye adwuma because Gama no enim say so oye na adwuma bibri say oye na adwuma soldier for mbo ne ho ban nti this particular one na soldier for eba ha no enokra no na emaye hu say bibi nko right ye be stress say omo behwe sade no na omo address ya mai inayo no omo mpani so mpo illegal mine but omo ba ha isi no bibri na san ye mpanifo omo ewa aban nti epe na ma assembly kan heading because ye nyina enim so omo mpani so mpo illegal mine but obi be san ye be free na chi oye party nipa na obeba na obeye niama basa esan koti aban na because ye ayewa he ye nimbo bia until so mo ankasa ba ya o mo introduce o mo tre se o mo ye nipa so masini sisi nti na de o mo ye no ase o mampani e ko no mo san twene ba akiri nti ye be stress e o mo be address ya especially the use of military na omude bo mo ho ban no
just security o na achire mu say aban enye do betimi aye bia na omo anan mus no mutimi ni djuma no waso guso a wutie prem to breka se ebo e Sikka 89.5 FM kasa fidie so ya to aka se ebo no so na de ani achire mu ewo Upper Denchira East municipal no aso eye on ahinkro eye dunkwa on ofen na aban anamusini a ohode abetu dwa se de ekachitwi die pa o na wo do ani chire mu ewo assembly ho ache se emene wo mo achire se omo de kama assembly ho kura ewo ho ananka assembly ni hweso no efiri wonsa akodi asori bi nsa achire se omo beye eye nhyiamu kura ho agise omo kobo sofu punum se sofu we yesire omo mebie assembly na mabe han na mabeje no na yentimi emfa eni djuma soronko se ka ehyan kura aban de aba ache se omo betimi ede djuma wo assembly ho kura nso a eka bi ache se omo de be se mfie mienu ne achire oni akro no nso aba be sizi ehyan we ama ka akone aba die a ewo assembly ho no aye diam omo ache se dane dan nyina omo ntimi entum pasa enkohwe nyuma ekoso efri akua krom ekropon ekosi abeswa esa se chechirempo ase ni mfo mu nyina omo ntimi nkoho nkodi djuma moa emma assembly ni djumadie no enkoso no na okotosre Ghana ban se omremo na omo meboa omo na assembly ni de se de atete apansam kra yemkotie aban na musini George Anani Koman.
So during the past regime there was a judgment debt that took the cars away. So as I speak, the cars are gone since 2018. So there is no official vehicle for Municipal Chief Executive, for coordinating director. And so those who have their own vehicles, they move around. Indeed, I have gone personally to the Chief of Staff twice. I have engaged the Sector Minister for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. I have engaged him.
Abai ana musini George Anani Koman na yeteni ni no san kirem se aban nye do betimi aye bia o na assembly ni kasa hodo ache se akodidi nkrofo nsa na aban mu ana omunsa ensan ka biem.
The assembly hall wasn't as complete as you see it now. So the church completed it and then they will occupy it for 15 years to defray the amount of money they have. The assembly will have access to the facility during weekdays. The church can't have church activities, working hours. So during that period, the assembly can have access to it. So in the evenings, the church also take over, and then the weekends they use the place. But anytime the assembly wants to use the place, then they write to the church.
And assembly honomo de chesomo be ye nhyiamu kura agisa asore na pon ana se asore na amomo kwan amomo timi aba be ye nhyiamu ana adijuma de sunkukura assembly no aban ana musini George Anani Koman ene yetene nkan
abusonya wesu na afa yemfa na wie kase emfansi sefanansi emfama niswa de mefunya sanse omo adaroma ene ne bobo kase no ede emma ye semufu afaraso kodi abakra 95 years or semo edime former dabo to say they call Facebook live, YouTube and TikTok na sefo abushamoti enkanso edi efre ne transfer kase ebremo no me kwame ofori abuaje elder 0 minimia
bema ba na yaw yeboa Argentina ni
Argentina yenkwe
kwame na memfa akwanya iso ho na menwehye ababa wa fefefe osono pa ni din Abigail boachewa danso a wodi oni kiremu ewo ekropon a eho na odina juma pa chese happy birthday edema Abigail boachewa danso a wo ekropon chese ene wa woda otumfo nyankopon enya okese na onto nhiransio pa enwu so we Efri Kelvin social media manager aseye ene ba se yenwe show a woda pa na nyame enya okese we die Kevin na edebeba isanse Kelvin man ene se yem show a woda pa etwasibem ede awoda soronko kra ede ama police officer we oyest officer ankasa Nana Jima police officer Nana Jima odo ni kiremu ewo efidiase nsuntemu a ono ena oye jase hene insutem efidiase insutemu a ono ena ye jase hene achese oho no ni post ni nso no odini wo Asante Achim Konongo nana nyankwada ene awoda chese obo ade nyankopon enya wo kese na omo awoda yi emfa ne pani hira kanko emra nanya promotion ahodo sene rasta mabudubanti esie eno no nyame enhira na onye wo kese